uncle were absent at the polling booths. Thanks to the IFA Awards in Tampa, Florida, though most of the times actors make tall claims about being socially responsible, looks like they were hardly able to resist the temptation of being in Florida. Actors like Sonakshi Sinha, whose father is contesting in the Lok Sabha polls, Shahid Kapoor, Anil Kapoor, Saif Ali Khan, Kareena Kapoor, Shabana Azmi, Vivek Oberoi, Madhuri Dixit, Hrithik Roshan, amongst others, chose IFA over participating in the Festival of Democracy. But there are few others who were more responsible than these. Amitabh Bachchan, along with his family, came to cast his vote. Meanwhile, the Badshah of Bollywood too made a quick appearance at the polling booth. He was seen removing his shades at the polling booth and then wearing a pair of power glasses before casting his vote.
And there's a saying by a very important leader that elections and democracy is like a fire, and how you treat a fire if it's in front of you. If you turn your back to it, your behind will catch fire, and then you will be sitting on your blisters and have no right to complain for the next 5 years. So if there is a fire in front of you, you need to take care of it in a good way. Douse it out, look after it, look after yourself. And I think elections and democracy is like that, and I think everyone should come out and vote.
Meet the star Twitteratis. Bollywood heartthrob John Abraham posted a selfie after voting. He also tweeted,
"I cast my vote, so must every Indian who is eligible be responsible."
Actress Shilpa Shetty too posted a picture of hers after voting. "Hey tweetos, every vote counts, make yours count too, be a responsible Indian." Bollywood's dimpled girl Preeti Zinta also voted in Mumbai. "It's time to stop complaining about the system and take action. Boys and girls, either vote now or forever keep quiet." Dia Mirza too posted a picture of hers after voting on Twitter. "Thank you Car Police and thank you EC for making it such a simple and convenient experience."
There were a lot of Bollywood celebrities who did show up and fulfill their responsibility. Like we caught Shah Rukh Khan casting his vote in spite of the IPL. We had Farhan Akhtar, we had Amir Khan, all of them coming, Amitabh Bachchan, Sachin Tendulkar in spite of the IPL coming in to cast his vote. But there were a handful of celebrities who thought it was better off being part of the IFA than fulfilling their responsibility. Like for example, Sonakshi Sinha, Shahid Kapoor, where part of the IFA was, were not in Mumbai to cast their vote. In fact, for that matter, even Salman Khan was not in Mumbai to cast his vote. When we analyze this entire situation in Mumbai, we call this a city of dreams. But do the people here really have the right to dream big with this case? And with camera person Abu Bakar Siddiqui, this is Nabila for News9 Mumbai.
Well, the Election Commission has revoked the Code of Conduct in the state. Election Commissioner Anil Kumar Jha stated that the Model Code of Conduct had been revoked so that development works that had been placed on hold all the while could resume. Now, the Chief Electoral Officer had earlier relaxed the enforcement of the Model Code of Conduct in Karnataka on the 22nd of April and had allowed ministers to tour the state and also the country. Well, moving on, the YSR Congress Party suffered a big blow in Simandra following the tragic death of its Kurnool stalwart Shobha Nagi Reddy in a ghastly road crash today. Now, Shobha sustained grievous injuries in her head and ribs when the SUV she was travelling in overturned at a high speed near her native town, that is. Take a look.
Shobha was returning home after taking part in a rally addressed by YSRCP star campaigner Sharmila in Kurnool town. She was initially admitted to a local hospital before the family rushed her to Care Hospital in Hyderabad, where the end came at 11:03 a.m. today. The news of Shobha's untimely death plunged the entire YSRCP rank and file, and thousands of Bhuma family followers in Kurnool district went into a state of shock. Shobha leaves behind her politician husband, Bhuma Nagi Reddy, and her 3 children. Coming from a rich political background, Shobha stomped the political scene when she successfully contested the Allagada by-election on a TDP ticket in 1997. The election was necessitated after her husband vacated the seat due to his elevation to the parliament. Since then, she won thrice from Allagadda, twice as TDP nominee. The couple wielded enormous clout in the district as the most powerful duo of TDP leaders in the district. After more than a decade of association with the party, the two switched their loyalties to the erstwhile Praja Rajam party before the 2009 elections. Shobha was one of the 18 Praja Rajam party MLAs that the Chiranjeevi party could manage in a disastrous attempt at electoral politics. Months before Chiranjeevi merged his party in the Congress, Shobha and Nagi Reddy joined the YSR Congress party fold. Besides politics, they are closely related to the YSR family, and that helped the two to emerge as the most dependable leaders for YS Jagan Mohan Reddy in Kurnool district. Shobha's emergence as a big leader comes with a rich political lineage. Her father S.V. Subba Reddy is an ex-minister of the TDP, and her brother S.V. Mohan Reddy is now one of the YSRCP assembly candidates in the district. YSRCP President YS Jagan Mohan Reddy and Party Honorary President YS Vijay Lakshmi expressed shock and grief over the tragic demise of Shobha. The two are rushing to Hyderabad to pay their last respects and console the bereaved family. A pall of gloom descended on Kurnool district and Shobha's native town of Allagadda as the news broke. The funeral is expected to take place in Allagadda tomorrow. The election in Allagadda Assembly constituency will now be countermanded, and an announcement to this effect is expected from the Election Commission sooner or later. Durga Prasad, News 9, Hyderabad.
Now, the untimely death of A. Krishnappa, the Karnataka state president of the Janata Dal S, has sent shockwaves across the state. Now, politicos cutting across party lines rushed to pay their tribute to a man who had served the public for more than 3 decades. He was laid to rest in his own college premises today.
The former Prime Minister H.D. Devegowda had rushed to Krishnappa's residence last night itself on hearing the news. Krishnappa was in fact the JDS candidate for the Lok Sabha Tumkur constituency. Today, Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah led the list of mourners who paid their tribute to the late politico.
A. Krishnappanavaru ಅಕಾಲಿಕ ಮರಣಕ್ಕೆ ತುತ್ತಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಹಳ ದೀರ್ಘಕಾಲ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದರು. 4 ಬಾರಿ ಶಾಸಕರಾಗಿ ಮಂತ್ರಿಯಾಗಿ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದರು.
Siddaramaiah was not the only congressman to be present. KPCC President G. Parmeshwar and CM Ibrahim too were present to share the grief of Krishnappa's family. Former Chief Minister D.V. Sadananda Gowda, who is the BJP candidate for the Bangalore North Lok Sabha constituency, praised Krishnappa for his frankness.
ನಾನು ಕೃಷ್ಣಪ್ಪನವರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡುಕೊಂಡಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಗುಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಯಾರು ಏನೂ ಇರಲಿ ಅವರ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿದ್ದ ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನ ಅಡಗಿಸಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾತಾಡುವಂತ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಅವರಿಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಮುಖಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊಡೆದಾಗಿ ಸತ್ಯ ಸಂಗತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳುವಂತ ಒಂದು ನಿಷ್ಠುರವಾದಂತ ರಾಜಕಾರಣಿ. ಪ್ರಾಯಶಃ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ.
Another peer, Bacche Gowda, recalled his association with the late union leader.
KR Puram Varturu ಅಂತೇಳಿ ವರ್ತೂರು ವಿಧಾನಸಭಾ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನನ್ನ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸಕೋಟೆ ವಿಧಾನಸಭಾ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇವರ ಸಂಬಂಧ ವಿಪರೀತ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ. ಇವರು ತಾಯಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ನನ್ನ ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲೇ 5 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಹೊಸಕೋಟೆ ತಾಲೂಕಲ್ಲಿ ಗಿಡ್ಡಪ್ಪನಹಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ. ಪತ್ರಿಕೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ತಪ್ಪು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಚಿತ್ರದುರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಅಂತ. ಹಿರಿಯೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರು ಸಮಾಜ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನಿಂತಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿಗೆ ವಿನಃ ಇವರು ಬೆಳೆದಿದ್ದು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕ ನಾಯಕರಾಗಿದ್ದು ಐಟಿಐನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು, ಇವರಪ್ಪ ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದಂಥದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ಗಿಡ್ಡಪ್ಪನಹಳ್ಳಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಭಾರಿ ಸ್ಥಿತಿವಂತರು ಜಮೀನ್ದಾರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ.
The entire KR Puram Hoskote belt wore a deserted look as commercial establishments were shut as a mark of respect to the late leader. A. Krishnappa, who was born near Hoskote, represented this assembly constituency for not 1 or 2 but 4 terms. He also went on to serve as a minister in the Karnataka government. However, his inability to secure a ticket for the 2013 legislative elections saw him quit the party and join the JDS. Krishnappa's untimely death is surely a great loss to the JDS party. Attending 2 deaths in a row, JDS leaders are still trying to come to terms with the sudden demise. A News 9 report.
Like now, honor killing has cast its evil eyes on many happy couples across India. One such gory incident has surfaced from Mandya, a city which is hardly 100 kilometers from Bengaluru.
Inconsolable mother. Doctors trying all they can to help the girl survive. These are the scenes from Mandya Medical College Hospital, where 19-year-old Shilpa succumbed to severe burn injuries in the afternoon today.
ಅವ್ರ ಮದುವೆ ಸಹ ಅವರೇ ಲವ್ ಮಾಡೋಗಿರೋದು ಅವರೇ ಲವ್ ಮಾಡೋಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಈ ಥರ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಾರ ನನ್ನ ಮಗಳನ್ನ ನನಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಪ್ರಮೀಳ ಅವ್ರ ಚಿಕ್ಕಪ್ಪ ಚಿಕ್ಕಮ್ಮ ಗೂಡ್ಗ ಅವ್ರ ಚಿಕ್ಕಪ್ಪ ಚಿಕ್ಕಮ್ಮ
19-year-old Shilpa was a resident of Metagahalli near Mysore. Daughter of Mangalamma and Murugaya, Shilpa quit school after finishing her 9th standard. She decided to stay back home with her parents and help them in household chores. During this time, she met Abhijit, also a resident of Mysore. A mechanic at Kaveri Ford in Mysore, Abhijit soon fell in love with Shilpa. The two, who were keen on taking their love ahead, approached their family to seek permission for marriage. And that is when all the trouble started. Shilpa's parents did not have a problem, but Abhijit's parents were opposed to the idea since Shilpa hailed from a lower caste. Unable to convince their parents, Abhijit and Shilpa get married without their knowledge on the 1st of January this year. Having no choice, Abhijit's parents finally accept the marriage. But his uncle Puttaswamy and Aunt Pramila decide to teach Shilpa a lesson. Puttaswamy and Pramila take Shilpa to a fair near Mysore, and while returning, stop in a secluded place and try to kill her by hanging her with a rope. Sensing their cruel intent, Shilpa tries to escape from their clutches. But the cruel couple was not the one to let go of Shilpa. They use petrol from the bike and set her ablaze. They then disappear from the scene after confirming that she is dead. But Shilpa battles death and manages to survive until morning, when villagers nearby spot her and rush her to a hospital. Unable to treat her severe wounds, she is rushed to Mandya Medical College Hospital, where she finally succumbs to her injuries.
The married lady Shilpa ಗಂಡ ಅಭಿಜಿತ್ ಇವರು ಅವರ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಾವ ಮತ್ತು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಅತ್ತೆ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಮಳವಳ್ಳಿ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಮೈಸೂರು ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಆವಾಗ ಕನ್ನಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಊರಿದೆ, ಅದರ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಮೇಲೆ ಸೀಮೆಎಣ್ಣೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಹಚ್ಚಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
The cops have arrested Pramila and are on the lookout for Puttaswamy. The cops are now busy investigating if Abhijit too had a hand in the gory honor killing. Ravi Lalipalya for News9, Mandya.
Now, taking cognizance of the glaring irregularities in the Padmanabha Swami temple, the Apex Court today delivered a verdict to curb the same.
Following glaring irregularities about possible pilferage in the Ananta Padmanabha Swami temple in Thiruvananthapuram, the Supreme Court has entrusted former Comptroller and Auditor General Vinod Rai with auditing the Padmanabha Swami temple's properties. The Apex Court directed that the donations coming to the temple will be counted every Saturday under the chairmanship of the Administrative Committee. The Apex Court bench has appointed a 5-member committee headed by a district judge to manage the affairs of the temple. Senior IAS officer and former administrator of the Guruvayur temple has been appointed as the executive officer of the Sri Padmanabha Swami temple. The 5-member committee will comprise of Thiruvananthapuram district judge, a Tantri and chief Nambi of the Sri Padmanabha Swami temple, and 2 more members, of which one will be appointed in consultation with the state government. The Supreme Court decision comes after a 577-page detailed report was filed by amicus curiae Gopal Subramaniam to the Supreme Court. In the report, amicus curiae Gopal Subramaniam had mentioned that there was a deep-rooted conspiracy in the apparent mismanagement of the temple wealth and suggested a detailed audit by former Comptroller and Auditor General Vinod Rai. The decision comes as an embarrassment to the Sri Padmanabha Swami temple and the Travancore Devaswam Board, which also controls the Shabarimala Ayyappa Swami temple. A News9 report.